Good morning, everybody. Well, actually, to myself right now, so I wish myself a very, very happy morning. And yeah, just on this morning. It's been a couple of days since I did winging it. Good morning, everybody. There we go. Pause this. Let's get chat out. See if anybody's around. It's a Monday morning. I'm curious if anybody's around. But either or, thought I'd just pop on for a few minutes and see what's up with all of you guys if anybody's around. It's a nice day here today. Finally, it's time where we can start really opening the windows a lot, things like that. So, which is always nice. Always nice. So it's not much going on here. He is working in the back room, and I'm just hanging out here. Yo, oh, you probably can't hear me. Or type only. I'm not sure because Steph sometimes she'll listen while she's at work, but she'll check her the chat now and then at work, but she can't fully participate. So I just thought I would ask in case. Yeah. Oh, you can. Oh, you're not at work yet. Oh, okay. How are you this morning, Steph? Hope you had a good weekend and everything else. Always nice to see you. One of my favorite people to chat with. Very funny lady. A very nice lady, too, I might add. Yeah. It is pretty quiet here this morning. Yeah, happy Monday to you, too. See how nice she is? She can put a spin on Monday. It's like I said, just came on for a little bit. It's been a couple of days since I did kind of a winging it, so I think Xenia's doing stuff, so just decided to come on and see who was around. Well, that's okay. That's good. It's good to have weekends like that. You need that. Everybody's got to recharge. So, there's that. I was just checking the level on my mic. Yeah. I wasn't sure Monday. I figured it was a pretty big gamble at 10 a.m., but I said, you know what? See what happens. Doesn't hurt to check. Xenia is doing okay. Yeah. She's working in, like I say, in the back. And, she has been like they're holding off her pain medication because they want to start a new treatment. So it's been a bit rough on her, that I would say the least, but she's a real trooper. Beauty and DeBur, welcome. Good to see you. How are you this morning? Like I say, it's probably going to be pretty quiet in here. Just kind of came on, hence the title, Winging It. It's good to live up to that title. Oh. Oh, sorry, just one side. Oh. Oh, welcome. Good to see you, Hosier back, OD. Sorry for the confusion last night. Like I say, we had a cancellation, so we just had to run at the last minute and send a blanket out, but definitely getting you on ASAP. And like I said, there's nothing to worry about. It's as simple as Hosier, are you on PC when you would be on, or your phone? Because we're definitely going to book you in soon. So tonight we have a real treat. It's going to be fun. We got Michael Furberger is going to be our guest. So this should be something you don't want to miss. Phone. Oh, okay. Do you have a PC as? I'm assuming you mean phone. Yeah. Do you have a PC as well, or is phone your only option? It's okay if it's phone. It's just we're gonna do a dry run with you first. It's sometimes a little just trickier to get connected, but we'll do one like a couple of days before we go on. We'll call you and sometime we'll find a time's good for you, and we'll just go on and try it to see how it works and make sure the connection is good. Yeah, exactly. Dun dun dun. Well, if you have a PC, it tends if you have a webcam and mic, like a laptop or something like that, it's usually easier on PC, but it's not impossible on a phone. Just it's got a little more tweaking sometimes. So, uh oh, I still love that. For a burger, dun dun dun. Yeah, it's yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we're going to see where that goes. So, but it's good, I guess, to spice things up now and then, and we definitely want to keep things. We've had some people like from in the same circles and stuff like that, but it is kind of fun to keep off the beaten path. I mean, you guys come to watch, and I don't want to. I always want to make sure it's interesting for you guys, and we don't do like a week of fishing or a week of barbecuing or a week of knitting. I mean, it's good to have that variety every night. So. Oh, well, like I said, you don't have to worry about getting like a webcam if you don't have one. We'll just do it with your phone. That's okay. There's no problem there. Just that we'll do it in advance. We'll be in touch. I believe. I'm sorry, because Xenia usually does the booking, so I forget if she got in contact with you on Facebook or Twitter. But either way, and we can send you a link, find a time that's good for you, and we'll go on and just try it to make sure that it's all working fine. So, not a problem. Welcome, Midnight Raven. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome on a Monday morning. Well, Monday afternoon for you. Same for Manoa Fish. Bienvenue. Comment ça va aujourd'hui? It's nice to have you guys here on Monday morning. Oh, Creek Studios. How are you? So good to have you here. So good. Let's see here. Sorry. It's nice to see some of the morning crowd that's on from around here, and also too a chance of some of our European friends. See, it's still a bit early even for there too, because it's only like 3 in the afternoon. But Jennifer Watts, welcome. Good to see you. Always a pleasure to have you here. It's good to see you guys all getting to see each other. That's always nice. Always nice. There we go. So how's everybody doing today? How was your weekends? Corn Life is here. Corn Life. Good morning, Rick. How are you this morning? Always great to have you here. And guys, Rick has a morning channel, and he's going to be making some changes too to another channel, and keep an eye on him because he's got something really great coming. I don't want to give away too much. Let him, that's his channel, but I just want to always, as we tell him, we support him and spread the word out about him. So definitely keep your eyes on Rick and Brooke, of course. Yes, barbecue. Barbecue is right. I could go for barbecue right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is everything okay, Rick? Rick, do you want to come on for a few minutes? It's up to you. I'm not on too long this morning, but if you want to come on, you're welcome to. At least don't know about coming on, or did I, or how did it happen? Don't know. But either way, it's just if you'd like to come on, I can send you the link. But I just hope you're okay. I hope it's nothing too serious. That's not a fun thing to have happen. That's for sure. Oh, I hate Twitter so much. Really, really hate it. I shouldn't say that. It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. I find it cumbersome sometimes. But I do like it better than Facebook. Oh, no problem. Not a problem. Just was throwing it out there for you. But I just hope everything's okay, my friend. And yeah, you're laying flat on your back. Well, I'm looking down at you, Rick. How's that for a visual while you lay there? Thank you. You're so welcome. It's my pleasure. It's always my pleasure. Yeah, scary. That's right. Here, you can feel like I'm flying in. I see you, Rick. Jeez. What are you guys doing to me? Look at you driven me to the point of insanity. Yes, and yeah. Well, I've always prided myself on being there for everybody. So, thanks so much for dropping by, man. Really appreciate having you here, and good luck at work. Well, I hope I'm not making you laugh too hard, Rick, that you're hurting yourself or anything like that. So, I don't want to have an adverse effect on you. Yeah, I know exactly. And Rick is just like one of the most honest people, if not the most honest person I've met since I've kind of jump started YouTube again. And he's I feel like he's a really good person, like you guys to be teamed up with, you know. That's what. So. Cat Shark Vids, top of the morning to you too. Good to have you. Welcome. Always a pleasure. Midnight Raven, I you know I love you, and this, you know what I gotta, I can't, we can't, because I did the same with the other ones too. We just can't have that. You guys can DM and that, and you know I'm not like, it's we can't discuss that stuff here. Not siding with anybody. I'm not siding with anybody. Please believe me, and I'm doing it to every one of them. I know. I hate this part, but yeah, because then if I do it one and then I get it thrown back at me, I do it for the other, and it's just constant stuff. I love you. It never changes on that. You're still mod and all that stuff. Sorry, I feel bad. Yeah. Yeah. I feel bad in all this because it just seems like it's getting harder and harder and harder. You know, you feel like you're constantly in the middle. I don't want to. I don't want to be a bad guy on all this. I got the fun job of going to get a bunch of stuff for Teachers Week because my brother had no clue what to do. But Raven, we would still love to have you here and chatting and stuff like that. I didn't mean anything by that. I just was saying we can't. You didn't do anything wrong, and I don't want you to go. I love having you here. You know, uh, 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 you know. Please understand that we really do enjoy you. We enjoy your channel. Everybody's like, hmm, you're not an issue in any way. Well, I guess you just can't have. I feel bad, but we can't have this here because then it's back and forth, and there's always one. Then you know, and it never means I don't have an opinion about anything. It's just, uh, hmm, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to think for a second. Here, I really want to bring up about, and I wrote it down so I would try to get it right. And I just want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with That's How I Roll, who was rushed to the hospital yesterday night after a serious seizure, and as far as we know, still remains in the hospital. And yeah, just to know they're thinking about us and know that we're thinking about them, and you know, like that's the kind of stuff that's serious on here. You know, that's the real stuff. Is somebody like that that's in the hospital. Uh, I was told lunatic dad same thing on the other nights. It's funny now that we're all getting to know each other so much. We're getting to find these things out. Where before, you know, you watch a channel and they kind of fade into obscurity, and if something happened to me, you just wonder, well, did they get pulled or did they get something by YouTube? I almost never think it could actually be a health reason. Same as Rick this weekend. You know, I mean, I wasn't terrified yet, but it just didn't see him on much. I just figured he was having his weekend, so I didn't bother messaging him. Not that I found out he's laid up with his neck and back. That's all we were trying to do, guys, with our channel is to build bonds like that with everybody, so that if something ever happens to somebody, God forbid, people feel invested enough in that person to care when something like that happens. You know, like you do in real life. How many times have you seen somebody? You see them at a bus stop going to work, and you're like, "Hey, how are you? Good to see you." And you do that for months, and then that person just doesn't show up at the bus stop one morning. Well, you've never taken it to the next level. You might say, "I wonder what happened to them," or and sometimes that eats at you too. I don't know if you're like that. I'm like that, and it drives me crazy. You know, are they okay, or did something happen? Did they change jobs or whatever? So that's why it's good when you can build bonds with people, because then you're more vested into them, which means you're more vested not only what they do day to day with their videos and commenting better, and because it's about also getting to know the person more. And even if it's only an hour and a half that we have a guest on, I don't think you can ever look at that guest the same way again. For good or for bad, you know, not everybody has to love everybody in the world. It's not a thing to do with that. But at least you get to see many more sides of the person than just what their persona on the video or how they film. Yes, that's right. And a community doesn't have to be some club. Like there's this thing, like, you know, we're the complete polar opposite of a club. We're not Costco here, you know. Everybody's allowed to shop. So, you know, it's just hanging out and hanging out and getting a decent product and enjoying each other at the same time. Not much more than that. When you hear of somebody like That's How I Roll or Angry or Lunatic Dad, excuse me, and them in the hospital or something like that, that's what drama should be, is something like that. Everything else, you're doing your thing and you're doing it right. Don't let anybody else bring you down and tell you what to do. Just do what you're doing. And that's right. Furburger is tonight. Michael Furburger will be our guest tonight. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. And yeah. And if anybody here hears about, I think Lunatic Dad is okay now. I think that was so. But That's How I Roll. The last we heard was still in the hospital. If anybody hears, definitely please let us know. Yes, that's right, Cuffs. I don't know I don't know what Lunatic Dad. I thought somebody had said that he was out, but I kind of forget. So please, please, please don't quote me on that. So Stephanie, you put it best. That's the way to say it. That's right. And the same as like a while ago, and that, like, you know, that's just me trying to be Switzerland. I hate sometimes being Switzerland because it just puts you in such a mess. And that doesn't mean I endorse any channel or I don't like any channel. When I'm off of our channel, then I can have all my opinions that I want. But on here, it's just easier than having and getting pulled all sides and that. So never think of it as an endorsement or a disapproval of. If anybody tells you that's what we're doing by it, tell them to go watch the other video. Link, it's easy to find. I've never really talked about that since I did it, and you notice I never put any. I never had anybody in the chat, and I didn't comment on anybody's. I didn't even heart any of the comments till I think yesterday, because I just wanted to leave it open. And yeah. Yep, staying neutral. That's right. Let them all fight it amongst themselves, and you know. And it doesn't mean we're not accused of some stuff too, but I mean, I don't know if anybody's living under some misconception that we do channel for subs or anything like that. I don't care if you do or not. You can do it all to your heart's content. I have stopped people who come in and say, "Oh, I'm new. I need 20. You got to sub me." Yeah, that's not going to fly with us. We're not turning into that. I won't let it happen. Xenia won't let it happen either. But I mean, you guys are all friends, and if somebody's missing 2 to 1,100 or 2 to 200 or whatever, and once in a while, like on Friday night was a loose night, we brought on. I have such a bad memory. I forget who it was there. That was just a couple away, and they hit the mark on our channel. We've done that 2 or 3 times. That's cool, but it's definitely not the focus of our channel. Exactly. Yeah, that's right, Steph. It's easy. You're missing 3 to 1,300. Well, then we gotta get on. We gotta get you going. We gotta get you set up. We gotta get you there. You guys have been doing really good to your channel. Yeah. There's more important things to life. Like I always say, with our channel, if somebody gets there, it's an amazing byproduct. Senja, welcome. Good midnight from Bali. Welcome. Good to have you. Always good to have you. Here, you get a mod too. There we go. I think everybody's been modded now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what the maximum number of mods is. I guess we're going to find out one day, and somebody's going to be really hurt and feel left out. So I like Senja because that's how a lot of people kind of pronounce Xenia's name when they have trouble with it. It's like Cassandra or Senja or Senya. She goes by about 400 different names. She's pretty easy going that way. Stuff your content doesn't suck. It's just about having fun. That's all it is. You know, everybody does their own thing. Ball caps and I, we like getting each other going. And the other night we were doing that, but there was a great example of a discussion like that. You know, everybody can do it their own way. And there's people make great content on a phone, never take it anywhere else. Some people go to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some spend $1,000. It's got nothing to do. You got to have a good story. You can have the best red camera, 8K, decked out for about $150,000. And if you don't have a story, it's useless. And yeah, that's right. That's right, Senya. I think that's cool. Do you pronounce it Senja or Senya? Because hers is Ksenija, but it's pronounced Xenia. But yeah, everybody gets it wrong all the time. She's pretty. Erica, I think I said hi to you already, but I'm just trying to remember. If I didn't, hello once again. And if I didn't, hello and welcome. Yeah, I was talking about content. A great example of that is, how many times do you watch the 6 o'clock news and they show a clip they got from YouTube where somebody live streamed a guy like running away that robbed a bank or a car accident or anything awful like that? It's awful, but it's still a very good story. And even though that phone is half the time, well, it's getting a bit better, but still, usually those ones are like grainy and blurry, and they're definitely not shot and produced heavily, and they're getting millions of views. Once again, it's not celebrating what happened, but it's still a story, and it's still got millions of views, way more than some guy who spent 90 hours editing and had a great camera rig and stuff like that, and just the story wasn't as appealing. You are going to be live streaming your wedding? You agreed to? That's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy for you guys. Oh, that's going to be great. Oh, that's right. Erica's been here a few times. Erica gets a mod. Yeah, big congrats to Corn Life Network. Such an amazing couple. Me and Andrew were having an argument about computers and tabs and editing software. So the next day, somebody in my community was watching the show and gave us a brand new Samsung laptop. Oh, God almighty. Good morning, Mixed Legacy. Welcome. Good to have you here. Sorry, I'm just moving stuff around here at the same time. Like I say, this is pretty lax in the morning, so as you can see, not so professional. Camera's all tilted. No lights on, except, well, it's nice. I like this though. That's nice because you can finally open the windows and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys can even hear, I don't know, outside. Xenia likes the sound of birds and all that stuff. I don't know. I grew up in the country. I've heard more than I care to hear of it. But anyway, that's my happy outlook for this morning. We're waiting, Stephanie. Yeah, that's right. Natural lighting. Give that a try for a while. You have no idea how to use your. Go on YouTube then. I told you that. Anytime you want to know how to do something, go on YouTube. There's a video about it. Type in your model number of your computer, and you'll even be able to see right there. I'm sure. Send it here then. That's good. I like that. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So, let's see. We got Beauty and the Burr, Best Friend in Your Thread, Bottle Caps, Cat Shark Vids, Coriolis Effectment. Oh, I forgot to hit the paint when I do that. I run everything through our home theater. I don't know why I do it on the morning one because I don't have anybody on, but I don't really need the speakers. But Coriolis Effectment, Doodles by Doug, Erica Mullins, Mixed Legacy, Old Camp Ranch. Another great channel just found recently. If you haven't checked out Old Camp Ranch, they're great supporters, and yeah, they got some great content. Senya is in here. Seven Blessings, the Corn Life Network, Scrumptious Model Trains is here. Welcome to all you guys. Oh, 13. That's pretty neat for Monday morning, is it not? I thought I had more of the European jump, but like I say, too, I'm still a bit early for them. They're still at work or school or whatever, so that's all good. Yeah, that's it's sometimes good to get away from these things for a while. I don't blame you. Like Xenia and I are always telling people, real life comes first. We're not like this. If you don't show up today and you're out of the club, blah 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 blah, and all this craziness. Hey, I've had some people that are so nice, and they say like, oh, I'm sorry I missed the live stream last night. My daughter had a dance recital. It's like I appreciate that. As a Canadian too, I appreciate the apology thing because we're pretty overblown with it sometimes. But I mean, nothing to apologize for. God Almighty! I mean, you got the replay, you get to see stuff. Always love having you guys in the chats, but I mean, real life comes first. Always, always, always. The Blue Jay has your train. I'm so bad at without Xenia on the chats. Are folks grown or in the third grade? Are folks grown or in the third? Sorry, Old Camp Ranch. I apologize. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I missed the first part of that. And guys, always, if you see somebody in here you haven't checked out before, we're just hanging around here. Go check them out. If you like what they do, balls in you guys' court. I've always bragged up the audiences that we bring. I brag you guys up like a proud grandfather. Even though I'm 44, I have an oldest son is 20, and then a son that's 11, and my daughter's 7. And when I had my hair out longer, and Bottle Cap's gonna love this one because he's like my mother, always telling me when I was set it hair long to shave it. I do that every winter. I let my hair grow out, my beard go out, and we were at I think it was Walmart or somewhere. My daughter and I, and one guy turned around and said, "Oh, are you having a great day with Grandpa today?" Oh God. I had my first son when I was 23, and it was kind of weird back then. Not many were having that young anymore. I mean, because to me, it's not young. To me, young is like, 19, 17, stuff like that, 21. By 23, I thought I was decently okay, but and then I go take my son to school once he started elementary school, and man, I'd see the parents, and I was always like 10 years younger than everybody. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you rewrote it. Now I get you. Love it. Yes, that's right. Now I understand what you're saying. 23 is young. Yeah, it was all right. And then like my daughter was what, a 30, 36. Hmm. Yep. It's hard to believe, Old Camp. It passes in a blink of an eye. You look young for. I mean, 60's not old. It's just I wouldn't have given you 60. Surprised to hear that. 30 was a good year for you? Well, that's good. I would say my up until my 21st birthday was good, but I don't really remember a lot of it, so I guess it's hard to say. 45 is a good year. That's right. Look at all the great stuff that's happening for you. Not a problem, Jen. We'll be here. It is funny for you all there when you're pointing about when you mentioned last winter, last summer, I used to have a boss from Europe, and he said like that. I was like, tell me exactly which month. Yeah, I know. I get that. Yeah. No, exactly. Like we were saying the other night, like especially people don't realize in Montreal, they think because we're, they see, oh, they're in once there's this thing that once it's in Canada, everything is always freezing cold, no matter like there's like a red 6-foot line. And I mean, even the northern states have some pretty cool weather too. Um, I mean, Montreal is a land of extremes because we're an island. The city's an island. It's got the St. Lawrence Seaway that goes from the Atlantic Ocean into eventually Lake Ontario, and there's a back pass that goes around. So Montreal itself is a city, as an island, and then there's the island of Laval on top of it. There's actually two. And take care, old camp. Always great to have you here. And in the like this is Celsius, but like in the winters we have minus 40, sometimes minus 44, 45, and in the summer we get into the 40s as well, the plus. Did you know that Monday is a terrible way to spend 1/7 of your life? I like that. Yeah, I believe you on that. It's amazing for growing up in a rural area. And I mean, I was a pretty avid, an avid hunter. I hunted a decent amount and stuff like that. Birds, I was never so much. My father's really into them now, and he's calling me all the time. He's got bird feeders out. And they have deer in their yard like every night now, that especially that the snow has gone down, because the snow there was literally 5-6 feet. So the deer can't travel, but they'll come back in, and you'll pull into the yard sometimes and see like 8-9 deer all running away. Actually, they're getting so used to people that they don't run away as much as they should. Yes, Senja Brocknick's ATVs are cool. He makes me homesick. Every now and then, not that I'm from Alaska, but it's a lot of the same lifestyle. Red Wing Blackbird. Now you see, you got me listening. I know there's also some cardinals I'd seen a while ago, a couple of them. You love to hunt turkey, deer. Where are you located again, Erica? Sorry, I'm horrible at remembering stuff like that. Same as names. Unfortunately, I just go by channel handles. I'm really bad at it. And I did that with craft beer pours last night by accident. And I called her Patricia when her name is Trish. So that's why I just usually avoid using names. Excuse me. Deer are a nuisance, and people don't realize that, and like in Saskatchewan, same as the Midwest down the States. I mean, when they start eating so much your crops and everything else, and that, it is a problem. It's not a funny problem either. Nobody wants them all gone. Oh, Coriolis, you're out? All right, you take care of yourself. In case I missed it, I don't see you say goodbye, but oh, it's nice, Mixed Legacy. That's nice to see a memory like that. That's good. I'll think of her today when I see them. So I think that's nice. See, I didn't have when I grew up in Eastern Quebec. We didn't have them. So there's. You have a great day, Coriolis. Always great to have you here. People don't realize, like, when in a bigger country, and I mean Canada more so than the States, because the States is way more heavily divided. Like driving across just the province of Ontario, and it's the second biggest province. Quebec is the biggest. Still takes a good full day of driving on 2-lane road just to get through one of them. It's so we have territories within the same province where it's completely different kind of climates, different types of animal or fish that you don't see in the other one, and even the rest of the provinces are like that too. Mm. I agree. I agree. Beauty and Bird. It is a beautiful matter. That's nice. I like when people share stuff like that. You know, it's always good to have a connection to something. Yeah, yes, exactly, Scrumptious. That is one of the byproducts too that happens when there's big interventions like that. It like instead of doing that, honestly, it should open up the season a bit more, brought down the numbers, and then monitored it. You know, that's a long draw. Muskie Hans, welcome. There, we got a PhD, writing his dissertation in soil samples. So he'll be able to keep us in line, make sure we're saying the right things about nature and that. So it's always a pleasure to have him here. Such a great channel, such a nice guy too. Very, very, very kind and friendly. The Corn Light Network. That's a long drive. You know, when Xenia's mom passed, we were in Latvia in 2013. Here, I'm just going to show you one because it's anybody who doesn't know a map of where I'm talking about. Let's just see here. This will just take 2 seconds. Maps. And to me, this really puts it in perspective. I'm just going to share this. Just bear with me for 1 second. Application. Okay. All right. So let's say where we lived in Yorkton, Saskatchewan, and we wanted directions to around to Montreal. There. Guessing everybody can see that. That's 2,775 kilometers. And actually, we were more down around this way here because it's. Oh, yes. And we didn't go by the states. So we have to take this map now and drag it up into the Ontario side. We went around. Sorry. I think this is Hearst, Ontario. Should be Long Lock. Yeah, that looks about right. So there, you're 2,800 kilometers, and you literally go through 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces in almost 3,000 kilometers. Where even like the States, of course, if you went down to that way, you'd probably pass through what, 12? Something like that. I'm just taking a rough estimate. So it's a long ways to go anywhere. So I was telling them about it when we were in Latvia, because in Europe, I mean, these distances aren't even really dreamed of. Let's just go back here. It'll make it easier than resetting everything. No, it won't. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Google Maps. Okay. So where my wife is from is up over. There's Latvia. There's Riga. So we're going to put in Riga. And we're going to go to, I think if I remember right, no, it was Croatia. That's where it was, yeah. So we'll put in Zagreb. We'll put the capital. Zagreb. There we go. Where's my directions? Oh, because I got it on bicycle. Okay, that will explain it. There we go. Now look at, to go all that way is still not even close enough to be able to compare. So let's try going to Madrid. little high. So let's go back around Andorra. There. So there's roughly the same distance as we drove across Canada. That's what it would look like if you were going across Europe, about the same length, pretty roughly. So you're just missing Spain by what? I don't even know if it'd be 50 kilometers. So yeah, everything in Canada is far. I just see that now, Stephanie, but Andrew being so mean. I'm a son of a bitch. Just here to boost my morale. Oh my God, you're so funny. That's a good one. You finally figured out my plan. I'm busted. Sorry for shaking that. Just no comfortable place this morning. All over the. Oh, some bricklayers next door. I was wondering what the noise was. Well, not noise yet. They're actually not too bad, those guys. I'm gonna say. Usually some of them are pretty bad. Oh, Rolling Homestead. Welcome. Yeah, it is huge. You know, people don't realize it a lot of times. We're the second biggest country in the world after Russia in land size. But the whole population of Canada is equal to the population of California. Literally, one state is the population of the whole country. And you find Queens Air Hospital? Am I going to close now? Why? Anything particular? Or? Ballcaps is the only one that does this. Sometimes I feel like I'm his web browser. I feel like I'm his Google. Go watch this, Andrew. Go look this up, Andrew. And I sometimes don't even know why he's asking me. That's Bottle Caps keeping it fresh. Oh, Mixed Legacy, you're in Texas. Cool. Love your state. Oh, good morning, Carmel's Cost Cutters. Welcome. Good to have you here. Like I say, there's nothing really particular. We're just all kind of hanging out, shooting the breeze. But you're welcome to shoot the breeze with us if you like. Good to have you here. Are you typing while you want me to look it up, Bottle Caps? Bottle Caps is like my oh my God, what's his name then? The sidekick to Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon. Yes, Bottle Caps is my Ed McMahon. I like that, and that's the truth. Damn phone. When Xenia does this, the tweets in the afternoon, it's just and I do that because otherwise I do it because I couldn't hear my ringer one time, and then I do it to get on Xenia's nerves, bug her for a while. Yes. Ew. Thank you so much. Here, I can tilt it up a bit. These are all pictures from our travels and stuff. Everybody's probably so sick of seeing these things. They've seen them so many times. There's always somebody else, but just roughly those ones right there. All those ones are from the same trip I did when I was backpacking. Well, train hopping, I should call it. Doodles by Doug is absolutely phenomenal. And we are like that meant more to us. I'm gonna bring it down. Anytime anybody asks, I mean, like, how cool is this? This is like winning an Emmy. We are so proud of this. We're gonna blow it up. We gotta make it bigger, and I want to frame it. I'm beyond. We're beyond proud of it. It's means so much to us. That was a fun night too. All the commercial fishermen showing up to tow. Rocknex, it was such a pleasure as always having you here. Love having you here. And you have yourself a great, safe day, okay? You take care of yourself. I've done lots of labor jobs, not even just labor, like meaning working where it's dangerous and stuff like that. No matter what you do with it, you got to be careful, watch your step and that, you know. And yeah, just really have yourself a good day. Another great guy. We kind of, this is YouTube does it sometimes, you know, it on unsubscribes you, undoes the bell, you don't see their videos. And I mean, I always like to work from the beginning. He seemed to like mine, and then we just kind of drifted a bit. And then it's one of those ones a couple weeks later, you're looking down the list, and you're like, huh, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be still doing stuff. You go check, and sure enough, you know. And so I'm glad he's back. I'm really glad to have him here. We're hoping to work out something. We're trying to still work out something to have him on as a guest. So bottle caps is always there for the ladies. I bet that warmed the cockles of your heart, didn't it, Steph? If you want to get a little emotional about the whole thing, I can give you a minute before you answer. He got a doodle, I got a laptop. There you go. Such a son of a bitch. So amazing. Yep. See, I remember I said this. Remember I said this was like an Emmy. This was because I got a Andrew. You're doing a good job, so you get an award. And for bottle caps, start making better content. So they got him a laptop. Oh my! Don't mind bottle caps and I. We always push each other. I'm just teasing him. I love bottle caps. He's the only person. I'm not punching in Queen's University, Kingston. Why do I want to see that? You haven't even told me yet. You do this all the time, literally like a Google. It's like, you want me to be, what's her name there? The chick from Google there that does all the talking? Oh my God almighty. He's so funny. Yeah. He comes up so much in our conversations. Him and Stephanie, Susie especially. Those three, I don't know why. We're like going to get groceries or stuff like that. They just keep seeming to come up. Yeah, bottle caps is hysterical. We always say he's that old man from one of the two old men from the Muppets there that were up in the gallery and I'm not doing it. I'm not. It's a nice try. Not that it would take any effort. I'm just not doing it out of principle because you won't tell me why. I want to see if there's any point to this because you do that sometimes to me. It's a very historical building. All right. Let's go look at Queen. These guys from BC are like the French in Quebec. They forget the whole other world exists. I swear to God. Oh my God. All right. Queen's University, Kingston. I know the building. It's a nice looking building. I don't get why we're doing this, but let's do it. Let's make bottle caps happy. Is it possible? Join us as we find out. Stephanie's getting around. Yeah. It's about the size of it. Okay, here we are. Sell bottle caps. Anything you'd like to add to it? And don't start telling me to open this window and open that window because I'm not. So you were born there. That's lovely. That's really nice. Was it natural birth or some sort of like exorcism thing that one just because you have an interesting personality, so I just don't hear a normal story about just regular birth or C-section for that matter. I'm thinking room spinning or something like that. Crosses flying. Well, there you go, folks. This is where it all happened. This is the first chapter, and the person you got to know and love today, bottle caps. Good stuff. We love you, bottle caps. But Susie is the naughty one. I'm not even going to discuss what she does. Oh, jeez. They all say, yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. They all look for a way out. Oh, you play. I will be glad the day that I realize that I remember that Cat Truck Videos is you. I always, always forget. And yes, there's a thumbnail there, and it's only about 20 lines in. I finally realized that. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't. The students watch me come into the world in a gallery. Wow. 100 students. And to the best of your knowledge, because of course you couldn't be there that day, was students the polite way they were telling you for a priest for an exorcism, or actual students? Inquiring minds want to know. What a grand entrance. That's so true. I like that. What a grand entrance. It kind of speaks to the personality now. Even there, I think that's where the tone was set for you. I think that says a lot. Things are all starting to come together. Take care of yourself. 7 blessings. Thank you so much for coming. It's always a pleasure. And remember, tonight, live at 8 o'clock, Bottle Caps request, we have the one, the only Michael Furberger coming on. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be neat. I actually got to go make his promo video soon. Seen some of the pictures, because we always ask anybody who's on, of course, if they could send a picture or two of themselves. And yeah, I seen some of the stuff he sent us. Yeah, surfing in Texas. That's like skiing in Dubai. It's unbelievable. Yeah, no, we figured a hospital, but a teaching hospital. But yeah, that is cool though. That's really neat, Bottle Caps. Love to have you, Mixed Legacy. Thank you so much for coming, and it's been a real pleasure having you here. Welcome, Tyler. Good to see you. It's been a while. How's everything? Making out good? Jennifer. What happened to my chat? There we go. We're probably going to shut it down in a few minutes. Like I say, I got some other stuff to do and that, and I'm sure you guys got busy days as well. Be on for a few more minutes though. Oh, you're doing Twitch as well. Good for you. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Patsy Houlihan, welcome. Good to see you. Always, always, always a pleasure. Nice to just have you guys relaxing. How you feeling there, Rick? I hope I didn't scare more pain into you a while ago. I forgot to check up on you. Me a legend? God, no. If you're talking to me, nope. 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 If that was me, I don't know what I said. I'll have to go back. I'll actually go back and play the replay just to see. Yep, Jennifer, we have the one, the only Michael Furberger on tonight because our guest canceled yesterday, and we sent out to a couple of people who want to be on, and he was ready to go. So tonight at 8 o'clock, Michael Furberger. So yeah, like I said, the pictures he sent were just crazy. It's going to be fun. We just told him, like, we can't have things go too. I mean, we're not a channel for 10-year-olds. Even though I don't know what happened to him. We had a 10-year-old moderator for our first one. We didn't realize later on, but yeah, it doesn't have to be Disney-fied or anything like that, but we also can't turn it into Eddie Murphy live. So it'll be interesting. It should be a good time. Welcome back, Rich. Good to see you. How are you today? Oh, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, I believe you're on the same time as us, right? Like the same time as New York? Oh, you like the Spooky Scare Night? Yeah, that was fun. That episode went crazy. It was unbelievable. And we had our power knocked out that night when I started talking about Auschwitz. I'm not believe me, like I went in saying I don't believe. I don't believe, but I'm open to the possibility of somebody going to show me hard evidence, I guess. But I wasn't doing it like as a setup for all this convinced me or anything. But that was just so weird. It was the only thing I brought up that night about. I said it's the only thing that I feel any kind of. If there was ever a presence I felt in my life, it was there at Auschwitz walking through. And no more than that, words came out of my house. And we had a winds that night, so it wasn't surprising. And the power just right out. And then we went back on about, I don't know, 10 minutes later or so. That was really crazy. Oh, you're in Central Time. Ooh, okay. So Central Time, 10 o'clock. I'm usually good at these things. You guys are an hour behind us. So 10 o'clock is 11 o'clock our time. Oh, yeah. You never know. Stranger things have happened. You never know. But hey, real life comes first, man. And the replay is there as well if you want to watch it. And there'll be other live streams. So it's all good. Hey, Tony, how are you? Welcome. Tony's the only name I remember. I don't know why, but he is the one I always remember. I'm horrible at names, but for some reason, his seems to stick. Oh, okay. 1 second. You're in which one are you? Well, you see, in Canada, there's like the States, there's multiple time zones. Right now, we're on minus 04, whatever you call it. But just type in Rome, Tokyo one way. Just go to Google and just say what time is it in Montreal, and you'll do your adjustments right away. Or we're the same one. We're on the same time zone as New York as well, and that. So, Roxy Stars, welcome. I'm doing okay, and yourself? Good to have you here. Always a pleasure. I can't believe it for a Monday morning. Like I say, this was just kind of a little hangout. Let's bring this camera down a bit more. Do. Yes, you are. So you're what, 5 hours, right? You're in the UK, if I remember. If I remember right. Oh, no problem, Rome, Tokyo. Anytime. Yeah, if you can. Because sometimes with the further distances, it actually works out. Someone watches in the morning before they go and stuff like that. So it's it's Europe that's really hard, especially. Because it puts them right in the middle of the night. Hey, okay, foraging and adventures. Welcome. Love you guys. So happy to have you here, as always. You guys aren't mods yet. Well, that's an awful shame. There you go. And that's better. Yep. That's right, because it's 4 hours in UK, 7 hours in Latvia, and they say for jet lag, and it makes sense. The worst jet lag you'll get is 3 hours to 9 hours difference, because otherwise you can kind of reset your night once you get to Australia. So it doesn't mean you do it right away, but it tends to be a little easier to cope with, where you're always kind of on a half time when you're in Europe. Sorry. Torrance Memorial Hospital? I have become everybody's Google. The weather in your current city is 16 degrees. All righty. We're going to look up Torrance Hospital. Let's see. Paste. Images. Do you want me to book a hotel for you while you're at or a night with the missus? Oh my God almighty. I'm just kidding you. There we go. So Torrance Memorial Hospital. And what would we like to know about it, Rick? Fill us in. You got my curiosity. You're hunting turkey? Okay, that's so cool. I'm hoping maybe this fall I'm going to go down with my dad and hunt moose together. We haven't done it in, oh my God, I don't know how many years. It's been a long, long time. And I'm thinking about it this year. Actually, that reminds me, I got to even go and make sure I still have my hunting card in my, I don't keep it in my wallet all the time in case I got to get a new one. Oh, the Fish Sandwich Show. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You want to be a moderator, sir? You're a moderator. There you go. Rick maybe he's still typing. Yeah, I know he's on his back. So we're just going to leave that up for a minute. And unless he fell asleep and forgot about us. You won't be doing the job for the pay there. That I can guarantee you. But the hours are good. Oh, shit. That's funny. Good to see all you guys this morning. That's nice. I'm new here. What is the topic about? This one here is just, as the name says, winging it. Just hanging out, talking at night at 8 p.m. I think you've been in our other chat before, right? Our live stream, excuse me, at night, where we have guests. Who tonight, our guest will be the one, the only, Michael Furberger. Michael Furberger will be joining us at 8 p.m. tonight, and it's going to be interesting. Rick, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna close the hostel for a bit. I'll leave it there, and when you come back, I'll bring it back up. I'm kind of starting to worry about you, buddy. I hope you didn't roll on the floor and can't get up now, or something like that. Oh, excellent! You going to Louisville? Oh, that'll be cool. That'll be some nice footage. I used to, when I was truck driver years ago, went around through most of those places and that, and I always liked it down through there. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rick. It's not fun like that. I really hope this goes away soon. Not a nice way to spend your time. Oh, she's gonna be giving you the stink eye, all right. Morning, James. How are you? Jimmy, it is. I never call people. The only one is Tony. It's kind of a running joke with us because he kept telling me to. I'm so bad with names. I mess them up so much. Oh. So what else has everybody got on their plans for today? Hmm? Good. Congratulations on those. Adventure. And Rick, I hope the. Are you taking pills or like? I'm assuming they're giving you something already, or whatever they must be giving you something. Do you have any anything they gave you like to cut back on the pain? Some. I hope to God they're not just letting you suffer like that. Yeah. Exactly. Oh my God. Yep. Oh, I didn't see that back there, Rome, Tokyo. Nice to see another smoker. Are seeing so bad in Canada. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's about the size of it. All right. Take care of yourself. Look at work. And hang around if you want. Going shopping. The stuff for Teachers Week. Oh, yes, you were saying this morning. And at 3 p.m., then I have to leave my son until my brother gets off work. Always fun, eh? Always lots to do. Beauty and the Bird, you have yourself a fantastic day. You enjoy yourself. And we'll catch you soon. I love having you in the chat. So you have a really great day. Well, yeah, that's probably the best then. Who else is doing stuff today? Because yeah, it's the time almost. I've been on for God, an hour and a quarter. Oh, but it's good hanging with you guys. Like I say, it's pretty lax here. Tonight's going to be a good show. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Um, and Bottle Caps is right. If it goes awry, he's definitely getting the stink eye from Xenia. Get to the farm. Hey, hey. Why are you not a mod? I thought you were a mod already. There you go. You're a mod. Halos and Heathens, welcome. We were on the other night with them guys. It was amazing. Our very first podcast recording. How cool was that? Rome, Tokyo. Yeah, everybody asked. I was just actually showing it a while ago, and that's I took that when I was in Slovenia, in the capital, Ljubljana, and it's yeah, it's a beautiful place. Not pushing it, but if you go and look through our videos, we have I think 3 or 4 now. Because we're doing so many live streams, it's harder for me to edit cinema stuff as much, but I want to keep something going. We don't live stream usually on Sundays. So we have the living picture series I've created using our pictures, and I use always the same music and to keep it as a series. And you can see it in there. You can see it in the first one. The first one was every country or territory I've been into in Europe, and the other is the I did Ljubljana, yeah, the video just on Ljubljana. So yeah, definitely if you check it out. I just put up a new one last night. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, I put on Budapest. That was that was fun too. See, I took the train and just kept getting off in cities in the day to get back on the train, sleep, get on, get off. And we were talking about that the other night on Neil and them's podcast, and I've found such great freedom in learning how to travel light. I mean, I was never one to carry 3 suitcases with me, but to go for 2 weeks now, because we travel as a family, and sometimes I go on my own. I haven't done it the last year, so because it's health and just things come up. But it is a lot of fun like that. I have a pair of jeans on. I have a pair of jeans in my bag, 3 t-shirts, a sweatshirt, a bag of dollars of Walmart socks, and some underwear, and pretty much it. Toiletries, just a couple of things. Everything has to be able to go through customs, through airport security. That's how I base it. So it's one bag. And it's nice because you can just get off a train and just go exploring right away. And there's always bathrooms anywhere where you can clean up. And on train, you take a hotel every now and then. And that's where I like wash jeans and hang them up right away. Usually have a shower, wash my jeans with soap. They always give you, you have a decent amount of soap there. You're only there for a night. Wash them really good, rinse them out really well, have my shower, and then hang them up right away so they'd be ready to go the next morning when I leave. And like underwear, stuff like that. The bags of socks are usually about 10 pairs, so I'll wash once or twice, and then I'm just start throwing them as I go when I know I'm going to be good to get home, so I don't bring any back with me. So it saves me space in case I want to bring back something. Well, I don't usually buy souvenirs, though. I hate souvenirs. I always buy a fridge magnet from my parents, my mother's fridge. That became kind of tradition. So she has, just from Europe, 25 countries and territories, I think. Doodles by Doug. Doodles by Doug. Doodles by Doug. We're just, see, it's already down because I was showing it off a while ago. There you go, guys. Anybody hasn't seen it yet, that's the character he did of us. And the story was one night, Xenia wouldn't stop talking, and we were just being us, and I gave her stink eyes, so she got up, and she has this pillow that's like knitted with big buttons on it, and she put that there, put a scarf and a hat on it with sunglasses, because yes, sorry guys, but women do like big productions sometimes, and Xenia's a master at that one, so it couldn't be just put the pillow there. It was a 5-minute thing. So I went and grabbed my daughter's 5-foot monkey and put it in my place, so we got a combination of us into those characters. It was amazing. Souvenirs equals clutter. Exactly. And guess what? You've known this already. You travel enough. Everywhere it's pretty much got the same damn souvenir. All of them were made in China, and they paid a few cents extra to change the name on them. So not exactly brings back fond memories. These pictures bring back fond memories. I can look at every one of them and remember the moment I took it. That's memories. The fridge is just kind of something, that I always, just to do something nice for my mom, I always let her know I'm thinking of her. And it's another place that there's kind of a tribute. My father accidentally broke the one we got them from Denmark with the Hans Christian Andersen snow globe onto it. Of course, it couldn't be one of the ones that just fall. It had to be the one with the fluid in it. So Hopefully I can make it back to Denmark sometime and get another. Memories last a lifetime. That's right, Doug. 100%. You can lose everything in the world, but they can't take your memories from you. That's why, like the other night when we were talking about Iceland Friday night, and going through pictures, those mean more to me than sitting there saying, "Oh, I bought this blanket when I was there," and "Oh, I bought this plate or magnet, whatever it is." Because those pictures, I can remember that moment, and some of them are with my kids, and I can remember my daughter, even though you don't see in the picture. I remember her standing up, looking at the horses, all excited or whatever. Take the pictures, leave only footprints. That's right. 100%. There you go, Reese. Reese's Mill. I always call you by your channel name. You know that I do that with everybody, but yeah. JJ, how are you? Good to see you. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. Doing good. Yeah, it is. But when it's all done and that, no, I'm not smoking that wacky tobacco. There is a filter. Yeah. Not that I wave any flags or I used to years ago. I don't know. I was pretty wild. I was, like I say, I was a drunk. I was that guy that grew up in the country, could do all the stuff. I farmed, could run tractor, I could drop trees, and all that stuff. But at the same time, too, I was the guy that just couldn't wait to get to the city. And I had hair way down to here by the end. I was drumming in a thrash metal band, um, and I was doing everything excess there was possible. I always said I would kind of live my life a bit like a Motley Crue video, but Neil, no problem. Any time with you is a great time spent, my friend. So glad you could be here. Give our best to the wife. You guys take care and we'll see you soon. And thanks once again for having us. Oh, yeah, Matt. I thought you were one already. There you go. Maybe there's only a certain amount and then it starts bumping them off. I don't know. I hand these things out like cookies. So type something, see if you're mod. Surprise yourself. It'll be fun. See, Aaron, especially Quebec. Like Quebec is dirt cheap for education, JJ. And if half of them that are sitting here protest when they want to raise it $50 knew how lucky, would realize just how lucky they are, because it's not hard to find out. Like if you're a Quebec resident, and I might have this a bit off, but for most programs at McGill University, which is an Ivy League school, world renowned, if I'm not mistaken, they're spending about 1,700 a semester Canadian for tuition. I mean, it's peanuts. Convert that into American dollars. What are you looking at? 1350, something like that. No, in all seriousness, I do it because that's how we show other channels that we have a great group. And I'm not trying to ruin the joke. I get what you're saying, Lobby, but that is the truth. Like I am proud that we have that you guys realize you're adults, where it doesn't happen in a lot of other channels. So that's why mods. It's not that it doesn't mean anything. We kind of jokingly when we throw them out like they don't mean anything, and in a way they don't. I mean, don't need police in something that doesn't need policing. But it's just to show respect to all you guys. Bottle caps, where would you be without your divorce, my friend? And yeah, for a while when I thought you were actually married and divorced 4 times. So funny. Once again, guys, the reminder will come up after tonight at 8 p.m. Join us for the one, the only guest. Michael Furberger will be our guest tonight. So this should be entertaining. I usually don't mention in case, because we've had it before where people have canceled 2, 3 in the afternoon, but he seems pretty on, so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I grew up my winter fur. That's right. Already kind of coming back in. I was thinking of growing a beard, but I think I'm just going to shave it. Just keep it on the bottom. Summer, it's a pain in the ass. Xenia is the one who wants it. Like, that's what drives my mother crazy, because she was wishing Xenia would hate it, because then I'd shave it. But Xenia enjoys that. She enjoys the beard way more than I do, I gotta say. Like, I grow it out for a bit. I always throw out good intentions, and I get fed up with it. And it's like, enough is enough. Yeah. Roxy Stars, such a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. And the same to you as well. You guys are awesome. You know, you guys make this really worth doing. No, there's no intruding. I'm not sure. Are you taking off because you were intruding, or are you just taking off? Sorry, I don't understand. But either way, you weren't intruding, A, and B, if you're taking off, you have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for coming by. Remember, for tonight, if you can make it, always good to have you. And I'm just going to have to shut it down too, guys. I think maybe another 2 minutes, because it's 11:30 and I got to get back to everything else I got to do, which is hard because I just love hanging with you guys. I called you JJ instead of JJ, the karaoke rideshare driver, to so deeply apologize to you. I guess I must have missed something here. I got to really be better at the. Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Yeah, you'd be going to bed. Well, if you're up in time, and like I say, at 8 p.m., you're welcome to drop by. We're usually on for we go on for about 20 minutes or so, and then bring on our guests. It should be fun. Yeah, tonight's going to be fun. I think it's going to be interesting. So. Here's my friend. Well, guys, I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Thank you very much for joining us. Sorry, this one kind of a little more lax. I just wanted to hang out with you guys for a bit. Usually I have more to say, but I was just kind of watching you guys in the chat a little more. Nice to see you guys all conversing with each other. You're all good channels. There. So there you go, Tony. She's good with JJ. Got an awesome channel, by the way. Awesome voice and that. Love the garage, by the way. You guys take care of yourself, all right? Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for dropping by. Hope you have an amazing day. And don't forget, tonight we're on at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will have the infamous or famous, depending how you look at it, Michael Furberger. So It should be good for a good time for all. So that's right, bottle caps. It's that time. Oh, okay. Well, I hope the new setup, I'm sure it's going to look even more awesome. And with awesome talent singing, there's no way it couldn't. Take care of yourself, Tony. Yeah, exactly. It's funny. So it's going to be fun. Ah, damn home theater. There we go. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers and keep creating. Bye.